I really love that you unwrap each day like a present. That is such a beautiful thing to be able to do. And I love that that inspires me daily to look at the different parts of my day that could be seen as adversity and become positives. At the end of the day, you never know how it's all going to connect.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
Every day is a gift. Hi, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Alex.
And you're in the editing castle.
Sorry, can we try that again?
Yeah.
I just got like really lost in your beauty.
Sounds-
Okay, I'm ready. We can go again.
Hi, I'm Brittany.
And I'm Alex.
And you're in the editing castle.
Today is a very special episode of the Editing Castle, and we're so great.
Hold on, I want to kick my shoes off.
We're so grateful that you're here with us. I hope that you're having some fun settling into your editing castle today, and you're working on something that's going to really push your business forward.
We haven't done an episode like this yet.
Never. It's a first.
What's different about it?
Love first.
What are we going to do?
We're going to interview each other and share 10 questions that we really want to know about each other.
It's a game. It's supposed to be a game.
Want to play a game?
Do you want to play a game?
Sure, Britt. What's the game?
The game is 10 questions. Alex and I split apart for a minute and 12 seconds, and we wrote down 10 questions that we wanted to ask each other. No one has looked at each other's questions. Have you seen mine?
I feel like you looked at mine.
I did not look at Alex's questions.
It's very interesting because she told me to take the dog out right
I think
after
you promised. I didn't look at your question.
right after I finished my questions.
I have not
So
seen
I
Alex's
wrote
questions.
on the backs of mine.
You put them on paper.
I put my questions on
I
paper.
put mine on my phone.
I got a couple of my favorite questions
For
here.
format, should we go back and forth?
I don't know if the format matters. I'm just really excited to learn more about you.
Hold on. Insert show music right here.
Are we gonna go Jeopardy or like?
Welcome to 20 Questions with Alex and Britt.
Welcome to 20 Questions. With
We're
Alex
your
and Britt.
hosts, and
We're here in the editing castle to learn more about your hosts, Alex and Britt. What will they ask today? What will we learn tomorrow?
Who
Today.
knows?
It's today.
Was there a theme before we get started? Was there a theme to your questions? Like, was there
No,
like a?
I actually tried to. That's a great question, Britt.
That's not one of my
Not
questions.
one of your questions, but it's a great question because I tried to bounce around a little bit.
Okay, I also went with a random approach.
Mine's not random. I wouldn't say it's random.
Eclectic?
You could call it whatever you'd like, but it's not random.
Okay.
These are things that I would really like to know.
Okay. Well, how about you go first then? And you have to do like a game show, like question number one.
I'm actually just going to be myself
Okay.
because
Fair.
that's what I heard is the best.
Fair.
Okay,
Just
cool.
be you. Everyone else is taken.
Oscar Wilde.
Don't look at my
first
questions.
question.
Okay.
I would love to know, what is your favorite hobby outside of content? Because you do a lot of content.
Rearranging rooms and furniture
You do love that.
and things. And if that involves putting up a few paintings because I haven't yet put the nails in the wall, that is a part of that hobby.
Is it just like random spring cleaning all the time?
All the time.
I love it.
Downsizing. There's all kinds of mini games inside of the overall concept.
That makes sense.
I like that. That's my favorite hobby.
We're going to pause now because this video is sponsored by this tea company, and
We'll read our T's.
beauty is not caused, it is.
What's the person?
Emily Dickinson.
The creation of 1,000 forests is in one acorn. Ralph Waldo Emerson.
We got some bangers. Those are both really good. They're not always that
Can I
good.
try yours? I'll have you try mine.
Oh,
This one
I
is
thought yours was all about
this one's
androgens.
spearmint tea. Yeah, it helps to manage my
I
androgens.
love this cup, by the way.
I like this one because it says you're doing great.
Oh, yours is very refreshing. Mine's kind of tart and bland.
Dandelion root tea is earthy.
It is earthy.
Earthy.
I heard that dandelion root tea will make you lose weight.
It helps with weight management.
Just straight up.
Absolutely.
Real talk.
Absolutely.
All right, hit me.
That was
I'm kind of
great.
nervous for your question.
That was a great first question, Alex. Really, you're very good at this game.
Okay.
Okay. When do you feel the most, by the way, my theme, sorry, I didn't mean to cut myself off. The theme is going to be random. If you didn't know. But I do start easier And then I get increasingly more difficult. Question number 1. When do you feel the most inspired and powerful?
That is a great question.
Yes.
What do you mean random? That's so deep. Can you repeat the question?
Absolutely. Question number 1. When do you feel the most inspired and powerful?
I feel most inspired truly when I'm running in sunshine because it's the act of doing something that allows like all of the thoughts that are going on to seem 100% achievable. There's nothing that you can think of while you're running in the sunshine that you're like, I can't do that.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Thanks. So I mean, like, that's like powerful too, right? Like that.
Exactly.
Okay, cool.
And you hit it on the head. I wanted to know like when you felt like you were in your magic.
Yeah.
And you've actually described this to me before too. If anyone out there has ever seen Dragon Ball Z,
Oh, yeah.
it's a really powerful show about these super cool guys. I've never seen it, but the way Alex describes it is they have power in these balls, but they have like hands that glow at times when there's power transferring from their hands. And then when you run, sometimes you feel like a Dragon Ball Z guy running with your like power hands.
So just to tangent and explain what she's talking about, there's 7 Dragon Balls and they're scattered across the entire world. And if you get all 7 of them, you get a couple wishes.
Okay.
And so obviously everybody wants these, so you have to fight for them.
Oh. But where did I get the flaming hands bit? Wasn't that part of it?
So you can transform into a stronger version of yourself. And oftentimes that will
make your hands flame.
Moving right along. How do you reconnect to yourself after you are go mode?
Wow.
This is like, how do you, some people might say recenter or get back into your body, like Maggie says.
Go mode is intense for me.
Go mode is intense and it's a lot. How do you get back to yourself?
The only time that I can come back to myself when I do log into go mode is if I can just sit down. Because if I'm in motion, everything's in motion. The only time in my life where I can recenter is if my body is physically still. Often I do just stay in go mode because it feels easier. It is uncomfortable for me to be still.
And if it's like nice out, I know that you really like to walk around and feel the grass on your feet.
I love earthing. That is an awesome form of grounding. My favorite recreational hobby when I'm not rearranging is to lay out a blanket and sit in a nature space away from everyone. I'm a hermit and I like to be alone, which is fun. I just like to be with nature because I feel like I am on a frequency with wildlife, and
you are,
and it's fun to be amongst my wilderness friends. I almost feel like Snow White.
You are a Disney princess.
I'm a Disney princess. These beautiful animals, they come and hang out with me. Maybe is that Pocahontas?
I think it's just all Disney princesses.
I think all Disney princesses are one with wildlife.
I think so.
That's me. Great question.
Thank you.
This is a really good question. Thanks for asking. Question number 2. It's a rainy Sunday. We are making pancakes. What is your dance around the kitchen song and artist? First one that comes to the mind. Don't overthink it.
Harry Belafonte, Jump in the Line.
Okay. Could you sing it for us?
Jump in the line. I'm body all the time. Okay, I believe you. Jump in the line.
I don't know the lyrics either, so I'm glad that we have that in common.
My favorite performance of that is definitely in Beetlejuice.
Oh, that's funny because the song that you're thinking of is not Jump in the Line.
That's fine.
But it is Harry Belafonte.
Okay.
Okay.
Right along.
Excellent. The ASMR.
So,
if I had a table, I would tap these papers on it.
Top secret.
Oh, wow.
Right here. Top secret.
Oh, wow.
What are your irreducible minimums that you've picked up over the years? Routines or things you won't change?
Well, today years old, my irreducible minimums are brushing my teeth before noon. That was very difficult for me for a long time. Just thought I'd share that with everyone.
Your oral hygiene is very impressive at this point in your life. It is. We got a floss around our hands.
Sometimes when I open my mouth big for a smile, I see all of my fillings and I'm like, I'm a cavity queen.
I like candy.
I like sweets. I love to move my body at least once every day. I definitely drink water and take vitamins and eat broccoli. At the very least, I'm going to wash my face and do my skincare. Those are my irreducible minimums. Yes. Thanks, Alex.
You're welcome.
All right. Question number 3. What is one of your favorite memories from when we first started dating?
I wasn't super fond on content at the beginning of our relationship. This memory means so much to me because I actually actively created content early on with you, Brittany.
Yeah. I don't know what you're going to say.
We were at Scoop DeVille and we were talking about something, and I was like asking you about something. I don't know if it was controversial or if it was
Flirty.
flirty
It
or
was
something.
flirty.
And I asked you about something, and then I recorded your response, and your response was really cute. And it really isn't even about the words that you said. You said them cute, but it was mostly just about like how you lit up. And I asked you something, and you were like, well, maybe if I thought it would be a good idea. And it's just like a really short clip, but that is one of my favorite memories of when we first started.
Will you please make the facial expression that I make when you ask me that thing?
Like it was like a head shake, eye roll, smile, flirt. Genmoji, make it happen, please.
Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. It's so cool how you have this shelf of memories in your brain and you can pluck one down, and now I get to hold that memory with you again.
You remember the video though, right?
Oh, I will never forget it. And I remember saying that, which
I
cool.
don't even think we were technically dating yet. I think this was during friend chapter. I was like, okay, this chick's really cool. And like, I think you were like, okay, you know, like
I would consider that dating. You were courting me around.
we were definitely
You're right. We
dating,
weren't like
but we weren't like
boyfriend,
official.
girlfriend.
When we started seeing each other, we just were like friends for a long time first, which
Yeah.
was really cool because of the age gap.
Alex and I are 4 years apart in age.
Except for during birthday month, which is November, then there's a 2-week period where we're 5 years apart.
In the tiny town where we live, Alex graduated the year that I started high
Yeah.
school. We completely missed each other
Right.
in
So there
school.
was nothing like that. It was just the
Meeting at McDonald's.
yeah. It was so fun. Okay.
Okay.
This one might be embarrassing.
Okay.
What is your workout playlist that sends you?
Oh, I'm blushing. Well, I'll just open up Spotify so I can read the title to you guys.
This one
I wouldn't
says-
want to misquote it.
No peeking. But because it's white, it's not really showing up because we have lights on. All right.
The overexposure.
It's okay. I'll put it in my newsletter.
I'll just zoom in and take a picture. Songs about overcoming obstacles. And you'll know it's the right one because it's by Juan Pablo Lara Lopez.
Juan Pablo Lara Lopez.
Now, you'll be surprised to find not only Queen, but Shania Twain, Katy Perry, Mariah Carey, and my favorite song about overcoming, Hall of Fame by The Script. If you go on Spotify, you can type in the most outrageous things, and there's probably a playlist about
You can
that.
just type in a vibe to the
Main
search
character
bar.
at the airport.
Yep. Or
Divorced
setting-
dad, rock songs.
It's a great playlist. Check it out. Hot girls.
Hot
That Run.
girls.
Hot girls
run.
right?
No,
Yeah.
Hot girls run.
Hot girls run.
And then another one I like, Yacht Rock. That's great.
Oh, that's so good.
I like that you asked about music because music does mean a lot to me.
I get nervous every time it's your turn.
Why?
I don't know, like, because I really don't know what you're gonna ask.
Well, you don't be nervous because I ask you this question more than any other question. What is your favorite thing about Brittany? Take your
So
time.
easy. No, it's so easy. So before this, I had to find some paper to write, and that's actually like a hard thing to find sometimes. I had to like climb on top of
I
our
did put them in a
countertops
dangerous spot.
to get to our notebook. I opened up the book, and it actually said what my answer is, and it said that you are unwrapping the presents of every day like the gifts that they are. And that's my answer, Brittany. I really love that you unwrap each day like a present, because that is such a beautiful thing to be able to do. And I love that that inspires me daily to look at the different parts of my day that could be seen as adversity and become positives, because at the end of the day, you never know how it's all going to connect.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
Every day is a gift. Okay.
Are you crying on camera? Oh my God, Brittany.
No.
Hey, for real though.
I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. Hey, this isn't my question, but what do you think of my teacup?
I like your teacup a lot.
It's nice, right? It's
Yeah.
a good one.
Okay. I love this one. What is an irrational life goal you'd love to achieve? Your Everest, if you will. This says seriously, though. Don't look.
My Everest. I want to do a TED Talk.
I knew it.
Under the lights, on a stage, in a white pantsuit, with a low cut, like powerful V.
I just think of a Simple Favor outfit.
Yeah, Blake
Yep.
Lively.
Yep.
Should give Blake Lively in a good way. I want to stand up there and go like this at one point. As I'm
Yes.
saying something profound. Yeah.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
You have a specific topic that you'd love to cover, or it's just like, when I know, I'll know, and that's what I'll say.
The latter, for sure,
love
because there have been times where this dream, which has been alive for a considerable amount of time, my topic would have been one thing. And now I feel like it would take on an energy completely different. So I will see at the opportunity in my life when that happens.
For
It
sure.
will be like it is meant to happen.
Yes.
And I will know what I'm meant to talk about and what I'm meant to share. Thanks for asking.
I'm nervous again.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one.
Okay.
I wish these were more questions, but they're actually prompts.
No, it was supposed to be questions. Mine are all questions. What do you mean?
Would you please tell us about a time? How about this? What is a memory from your childhood when you felt free? Oh, to be a kid again. Just describe a memory when you felt free as a kid.
Oh, easily. And I'm just doing first thing. I grew up in the city, not a big bustling city by any means. It's more of a town. But there was I had neighbors. I lived on the block. When I was like 6 or 7, my parents found this piece of land that was out of town, out of the way. No neighbors, nothing around, country living. And
Marsh.
marsh on one end, yeah, and this was like a tree line. They're like, hey, let's just go show you the property or whatever. We all went out there. I remember climbing this tree. They were doing grown-up adult stuff. Like, where should we put the house? I don't know what they were doing.
Oh yeah, they were building.
Yeah,
That's
they
right.
were gonna build. I just ran into the woods and climbed a tree. And I still remember climbing this tree and being like 3 times my size. It was just such a different perspective than I had ever seen before. And I was like, this is freedom. Because mom and dad weren't yelling for me to come back or anything. I just felt like
This is my
I
yard.
had no watch. I had no idea about time. I didn't know, my clock was probably like, am I hungry or do I have to go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
And I just was like, neither of those things were happening. I was like, this is freedom.
I loved climbing trees as a
I
child.
still love climbing
The
trees.
forest. So good. Very fun. Okay. Thanks for sharing.
I love this one.
Is this part of Top Secret or no, really?
This one's part of My Eyes Only.
Ah.
Which ice cream flavor perfectly explains you? There's no specific genre or brand, any answer will do.
I got it.
Okay.
Okay. Crazy for cookie dough. With caramel drizzle.
Is that the one from Culver?
Yeah, it's the best ice cream I've ever
That's your
had.
answer? You know what I love about questions?
What?
You never know where the answer is going to go.
Yes, is my favorite.
I tried a little bit. It's really good.
It's a journey. When you take a bite, you descend on this wave of creamy delight. You just feel caramel rushing around you. All of your tongue is consumed with the feeling of the chocolate ice cream melting as the tip of your tongue wiggles through the chunk of cold ice cream that's melting all around, and it finds the little cookie dough crumble, and you kick it back to your molar and you smush it down and it gets stuck in your teeth, and then you just that would be my favorite ice cream.
That's a really good answer.
Yeah. What was the question? Which one do I identify as?
No. No.
I am crazy
You nailed
for
it.
cookie
You
dough.
nailed it.
All right. Are you ready for the next
I
question?
am ready.
You stop being so nervous. Because it only gets more fun from here. Question number 6. What has been your favorite Nicholas Sparks love story plotline and why? Yeah. So I'll just set that right there.
Man, the dude can write, okay?
He can get you.
This is really tough. This is so hard. It's a tie between The Longest Ride and The Last Song. The Last Song, because, God, this is why he's so good. He just writes the conflict so perfectly. If you haven't read it, you should read it.
You don't want to ruin it. No spoilers.
I can't spoil it, but I would explain.
You're right. The why was tough. My bad.
No, it's okay. He explains conflict that is real life in a beautiful way. And the book is better than the movie, obviously.
Obviously.
Obviously. But they're just great love stories. I love The Longest Ride too, because that one is different though, because it's like a generational tag, like touch tag pass off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one with the
No
car
spoilers.
crash, right?
Car crash.
Yeah, Ezra gets in a car crash.
Yeah, it's also the art and
The art, yeah,
the art and the
so
horses.
good. So good.
Yeah.
It's a tie.
Nick.
Okay.
This one's really short,
Okay.
so unpack it however you want.
Okay.
Perfect date night.
I think it's very important that we have something special that we don't normally eat.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be out. Maybe something at home, like a pasta meal with a big salad and some bread. Definitely bread if it's a
Haven't
perfect
had
date
meal
night.
like that in a while.
I know.
Okay.
Pizza would be fine too. If we made like a good pizza, or if we ordered Domino's pan pizza with spinach and onions and mushrooms. That would also be perfect. We would be listening to music while eating, which would get us inspired to go dancing. We would get done up and go dancing. The genre of dancing doesn't matter, but it has to be actual dancing and not like clubbing. It has to be a place where everyone wants to dance. Maybe a Led Zeppelin concert, cover band thing.
That was cool energy.
Exactly. A place where people are definitely dancing. My shoes are super comfortable in this perfect date night.
So smart.
I'm wearing exactly what I'm supposed to wear for the weather and the activity. And we take a couple of 0.5 selfie pictures to remember it all. We have no camera equipment on us, so you don't have to think about like gear. And you can just be free.
Wow.
I kiss you a lot on this perfect date night. We end up making out in the car and listening to Maggie Rogers.
Does it end?
Heard it in a past life.
Does it
The whole
end?
album.
I love that album.
Your shirt is off. I don't know what happened. Nothing else happens, but your shirt is off. And then the night ends with us going up to our own apartment door and me pretending like you're walking me home. And then I say, well, this is me. You want to come in? And then you do the thirst trap guy thing where you like put your hand on the door
I'll have to
frame.
practice that.
And then you like lean in for a kiss. A good one, like a end of the movie kiss.
Nicholas Sparks.
Make Nick Sparks so proud. That's perfect date night. But then, like, obviously the rest of the night is we snuggle up and eat my nightly popcorn treat. The end.
I was curious if you were going to get a cookie dough ice cream in there too.
Well, you're right. Dang
Dude,
it.
skip that
Dang
part.
it. Come on.
We can always make amendments to it.
That's my perfect date night. Thanks for asking. Question number 7. Very important. Question number
Very
7.
important.
What is your favorite thing about Alex?
My favorite thing? My favorite thing about Alex.
Yeah.
My favorite thing about Alex is that I'm learning more about Alex every day. It's really important to learn more about yourself every day. Know where your limits are, know where your boundaries are, know where you can grow, know where you can leave something behind, know where you can ask questions about why you feel how you feel. Yeah, learning more about Alex is really important. That's why I love
What's
it.
your favorite thing about yourself is that you're willing and interested and curious about learning more about yourself. I like that. You're brave enough to look
It like embodies so
introspectively.
many things. Can you stick to eating good? Can you stick to running? Can you stick to journaling?
You're just like uncovering Alex.
Exactly.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I want to ask you another one, so you have to go.
We're on the last page.
Top secret. What do they say? My eyes only.
So if those are all
Seriously though.
And this is number
No
9.
peeking plus a crazy guy.
This is question number 9.
I wish people could see the crazy
I
top
know,
secret.
I know. It's
All right.
It's good artwork. But
You're
I
a
only
talented
had,
artist.
I
Very
only had
creative.
7 minutes to come up with this, so I couldn't spend a lot of time seeing if it was going to show up on the camera or not.
It's true.
Question number 9.
Okay.
Which karaoke song do you love to perform?
I love Rock and Roll by Joan Jett and the Black Hearts. That's my karaoke song that I love to perform. I'm going to give top 3 because I love all 3 of these. I love If It Makes You Happy by Sheryl Crow
So good.
and Janis Joplin, Mercedes Benz.
I have seen you perform all of these, and
Oops.
I think I love when you do Joan Jett the most too.
Yeah, that one I performed a lot as a kid. I don't know why I was in all of these environments to be doing karaoke so
You
often.
performed it a lot.
And that's just a crowd pleaser.
I can see that. I can.
Imagine like 12-year-old Brittany just like put another dime in the jukebox. Next question.
Hit me.
Alex,
Maybe.
question number 8. Who was your hero growing up?
That's crazy. I went through an Arnold Schwarzenegger phase. I went through a Stone Cold Steve Austin phase. I went through an Ultimate Warrior phase. A lot of wrestling guys. Big WWE family. Next was Bruce Lee. He was around for a long time, and he's still so inspirational.
Mm.
He was a hero.
Was it
Oh,
masculinity
it was
or
also
like
Brett Favre was my
guys who
hero
could kick
too.
butt?
Dudes that could kick butt for
We
sure.
love that.
And then Brett Favre.
They gotta be tough.
Gotta be tough.
They gotta be able to rough and tough a guy.
Yeah, Wrangler jeans, man. Come on.
I just want to see some dudes punch each other.
Yeah, I wouldn't say those guys are my heroes anymore. But
All
yeah,
right.
growing up, very much on that wavelength. Question number 10.
I just feel like I need to know if you got into a lot of fights as a child.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
When did you know you were different?
I am so glad you asked this question. I almost wrote this question down.
That's crazy that you didn't look at any of my questions.
I
and
didn't.
You still almost wrote down the same
I
question.
didn't, though.
That's so crazy.
I was just sharing that we have a similar
I
wavelength.
know, I see that.
It's one of my favorite questions you ever asked me.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I was different when I was a child, and I had so much energy, and I was bouncing off the walls, and no one understood it, and no one could hold space for it. And they labeled it as me being a bad kid or ADHD. They tried to diagnose it, but I just had so much energy, and I was like,
All these
that
ideas.
is different. Everyone's so tired, and I just want to get going.
I had nothing to do with all the candy, right?
I mean, we've talked about it. You find your fuel where you can. When I was a kid, I remember someone said that I idle at 90.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when I understood it a little bit more. The go mode.
Go.
Thanks for asking, Alex.
course.
It's a good question. I have 2 questions left. How are you feeling so far about the game? Do you like it?
It's a great game.
It's a great game. Great smile. Great game.
Great smile. Great run.
So I have 2 more questions, and I'm going to do it in a special order because it's very important. If this was the last conversation we were going to have, what would be something you'd want to share with me? I'm gonna...
I don't have much time. So I won't be repeating any of this. You have been the single greatest decision I've ever made in my entire life. Thank you for making every day so special.
Wait, you're dying?
I thought that's what the whole prompt was.
Romeo and
This is the
Juliet.
last conversation
I
we'll
must
ever
drink this
have.
poison.
What is something super impressive you did at your high school graduation that most people don't know about?
When I was graduating from high school, there was this competition to submit speeches, and whoever's speech was the best, it would be selected to be the student body representative speech. And my speech was selected, and I had the opportunity to deliver the second speech of the day after the valedictorian, and that was really special. I loved that experience, and I think it was where my dream of doing a TED Talk actually started. So that's kind of where that circle began. And I really love public speaking, and I love being able to look out into an audience and to have everyone looking at you, hanging on your every word. What did you hand me these for?
What is that?
At the end of my speech. At the end of my speech, I quote Walt Whitman, oh me, oh my, and it's an awesome poem. You'll recognize it if you saw the movie Dead Poets Society, which had come into my life at that time, and I had just moved in with Alex and his family, so there was a lot of things, a lot of moving parts. I didn't know what my future held, and I think a really cool theme of everyone's graduation year is there's that great unknown feeling, and I felt like that poem, specifically this line from that poem, helped to really shape this whole speech about being grateful for the opportunity to have 4 years of high school to mold you into who you will become. And then this poem is like that challenge of, what will you become? So at the end of the poem, the question that he asks is, what will your verse be? And that was the question that I posed to my graduating class of Harvard Union High School. And the powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse.
And then you
What
added
will
that line.
your verse be?
That's not in the poem.
You're right. It was a very cool speech and a very cool poem, and I'm very grateful for you asking about that. And I'll never forget Alex being in the back of my high school graduation with his phone turned to the side, Horizontal.
It was not portrait.
He was filming the whole. You might have been filming a portrait, but
That's really why I want
just
to
like
get back into
just
that
like
phone.
slowly zooming in. But you were at the end of a very important aisle, and the leading line to you, it was very cinematic. You just like, oh,
my
baby girl.
God.
This is
Thank you.
really cool.
It is cool.
Thank you for asking.
Yeah, of course.
So you have one more question?
That is my last question.
I have one last question for you. That was really kind. It's one of my favorite memories from high school.
Me too.
Last question for Alex. What is it you have accomplished in your life that makes you the most proud?
Wow, that's a great question.
I thought you'd like
I
that.
usually struggle with questions like this because I don't love saying that I'm the one that like did something that was like a huge accomplishment.
We love a humble
What
king.
a way to end it. It would be knowing that we have impact with anybody that comes across our content. To know that we could just help somebody somewhere, like the greatest achievement. I guess it could be like that we have a business together and we get to be together all the time.
I like what you were saying. You've achieved so much, and I'm so proud of who you are.
Thanks, babe.
And you've evolved into such a good person. And you do so many amazing things for so many people. And I am truly honored to watch you achieve so much.
I didn't bring the tissues. I gotta get them. I didn't know this was gonna be such an emotional thing. Like I thought it was gonna be okay. So we just watched.
What's your favorite color?
I almost wrote that. I had never seen the GQ interview with Emma Chamberlain and
Role
Tucker.
model.
So
Tucker Harrington Pillsbury.
Prince, he's a prince. I had never seen that before, and it was a really cool piece of content, and I was really enjoying the playfulness in their
Answers.
relationship and their answers.
Yeah.
It's just like a fun thing that we decided we could try to do, and it's a good way for us to share more about who we are with you. I hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yes.
It was really fun for us to create, and
If you loved it at
experience.
all, throw it up on the story. Throw it up on
Throw it up on the
Set it on fire. Throw it out a window. I don't know. If you love this episode at all, please share it to your Instagram story and tag us so we can see it. Let us know.
And if this episode was entertaining to you, please share a review on whatever platform you're listening or a rating. We love to hear everything you guys have to share with us. So
If
thank you.
you have any challenges to our truths, please let me know. For example, if you disagree with Alex's choice of the best Nick Sparks love story plotline,
Let us know in the comments below which Nicholas Sparks
is the best love
best.
story plotline and why.
Wait. What's the one where the guy walked from Colorado to Carolina? What's that one? I love
Safe
that one.
Haven.
No, it's not. We have to look.
Tybalt.
Tybalt. I love that one. Hey, what is it?
The lucky one.
The lucky one. Yes. That is my pick.
Yeah, that's the best in my opinion too.
It is. And you know what's funny? They go dancing.
They do go dancing.
They go dancing.
They do.
They go dancing out for date night.
I love dancing. La, 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 la.
Thank you so much for listening.
Yes, I hope that you enjoyed this episode because I know I did.
I did too.
We're so happy you stopped by.
And you're always welcome back.
We'll see you next time in Editing Castle. Yeah.